Right, I'm going to head to Denpasar, the capital of Bali. Let's see what's there. So I'm getting a taxi to the capital. It'll take about 20 to 30 minutes. So tourism's not been very good for the last 2 years for people in Bali.
Very bad.
And a lot of people have gone out of business, I think.
Lost our business.
Yeah. Poor people from Bali.
It's almost 2 years already.
So we're in the centre of Denpasar, which I was pronouncing wrong earlier, and you can hear like some sort of festival going on over there, so I might go and see that. But this is like Pasar Badung, which is like a huge marketplace, so we'll go and explore that soon. And this statue here has been placed right on the very centre, at place 0 of Denpasar. Sounds like it's mental. I thought it was like a band or something, or some sort of musicians, but it's not. There's just some speakers up in one of those towers. Right, let's investigate this amazing temple. Love the thatched roofing. Right, time to go in. Pasar Badung. Badung, by the way, is the former name of Denpasar. Wow, look at all these chilies. Look at those. Hello. Hello. Terima kasih. I love wandering around places like this. It's so interesting. Look at that mural on the wall over there. What is that about? People just trying to get me to buy some fruit or some nuts, but I don't really want anything, so about the same nut. So over there is another part of the market, like the handicraft market. Passing over a little bit of a river feature. The guy was saying just a few years ago it was full of rubbish. It's not exactly clear now, but it's much better than it was. But the carvings on the wall, just on the side. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm not really in the market for handicrafts. If I was, this is where I'd come. Get my bag. I'll get some masks. So I've just come to Putih Square, not to be confused with the president of Russia. And this was the site in 1906 of something really bizarre, because the Dutch were coming, trying to take over everything. And to curtail that, the royal family, the king, his wife, his kids, loads of people, all came out of the palace and committed mass suicide before the Dutch could take them. That's what happened in this area. And this monument here is like a representation of, I think, what they were wearing. They'd had their death rites performed by the priests. And there's a dagger. And that's what was happening. They all killed themselves. And over here, they're getting ready for something called the Day of Silence. Every year, Bali has something called the Day of Silence. And I'm not joking, everything shuts down, no music, no one's allowed to go to work, no vehicles on the road, no flights in or out of Bali. The Day of Silence is just a day to meditate and think about what's great in your life. And that's happening very, very soon, I think in 4 days' time. And I think the amount of stalls compared to the amount of tourists, it's not really viable. At least I don't think so. So this behind me is the Jagannatha temple. I'm not allowed to go beyond this point because I haven't got a sarong. If I had a sarong, I could have a wander around the grounds, but that's the way it goes. We've just driven for about 5 minutes and we've come to the old former royal palace. We're going to try to get in. If he thinks it's closed, we'll have a go. Well, we've infiltrated the gate. We had to like force it open. Not force it open, we had to open it. Good job, the dogs are chained up. They'd have me, they'd have me. Hello. So I've just been told that the royal family still live here. Maybe they're around here now. So maybe he's a member of the royal family. keep my eye out for that guy. This is a proper complex. Look at it. It's huge. They're amazing. Those pots. So finally reached the temple part of the complex. It looks fantastic. And perhaps because of the pandemic or the fact that no one ever comes to Denpasar, I'm the only tourist here in this whole complex. So just across the road is like the animal market. Birds, he said. In fact, he said any animal. So you could buy one for about 20,000 rupees, about £1, a little one. Obviously more expensive. Poor things. I want to buy one and let it go. So apparently there used to be monkeys for sale, but the government's put a stop to it. Thank God. But we're going to buy a dog. Look at these poor dogs. That's not good. Not good. I hope these are looked after properly. Just come to a gigantic monument called the Bajra Sandi Monument, dedicated to Indonesian independence. So I've just got to buy a ticket to get in. There we go. £2.50. And now I've got access to that amazing thing. Look at that. Wow, look at these. Wow. What a dress. For people who don't bother with the capital of Bali and just got the beaches, miss out on stuff like this. What a shame that'd be. I don't know whether I'm allowed up here, but let's have a go. It's an amazing monument. And then like a room of dioramas. I like this one with the paddy field, rice terraces. More Dutch figures. All of them have got blonde hair. That one, giving him a kick and a shield. Ah, this is a really interesting one. This is that 1906 incident when the king, there he is on his seat thing. They were all going towards the Dutch and then they all killed each other rather than surrender. This really is something special, isn't it? Look at this. Really glad I came to Denpasar. Definitely worth a visit if you're in Bali and you're sick of the beaches. Right, now for the spiral staircase. You know you're going somewhere high up when it's spiralling. Made it. Wow, you can see the sprawl of Denpasar. Come to our last stop, and at the risk of being templed out, we've come to another temple, the Sakanin temple, a Hindu temple, and it's been completely renovated over the years, but the outer walls are still the original from, well, it says here, the 10th century. Really? 10th century? And I just found out that trees in this temple complex, I don't know whether just this specific one or in Hindu temples in general, are like the spirit guardians of the temple complex. All these trees. Look at this huge part of the complex. My God, there's bats in the rafters. What I'm trying to do though is get here, look, because this temple is sort of built on an island. It used to be only be reachable by boat. So So there you go. That ends my super quick tour of Denpasar, the main tourist sites. Tomorrow I'm heading up to Abud. So see you there.